Hello guys, welcome to CS Tech Solution. Today's is learn in UI/UX design. Today's is learn as a creator sticker sheets for as a design the project. First as a colors and the topographies. As a colors is used as the similar contrast as the primaries, secondaries, as a naturals and the symmetrics is used, and after the topographies is the heading 1 is the biggest size of text, as heading 2 is less than h1s, and heading 3 and the subtitle body text and the captions and the button text and the link text has to give. And the second is buttons and the input. Buttons has to give as the primary, secondaries and the temporary, and the icons buttons has to show, and anyone has to select and give the designs. And as a text button, and the inputs as a input inside as a text field, as a search field, drop downs, checkbox, radio buttons and the toggle switch, as a input state as a normal, success, errors, and anyone has to select and move on the designs. And third is a navigation is a top navigation bar as to show, and the bottom navigation bars, and as a tabs as to tabs has to show, and the slide bar, and after breadcrumbs, and paginations as trappers as to show, is the step by step is follow, and after as a click next step. Fourth is a card and the components. As a card as a items card says sell the items in the shopping applications, and the profile card, and as a stock card, image card, as a article cards, as a payments cards, and the list items, and the list with icons, list with actions as to show, as a so more the card says to show in this parts. And fifth is alt alt and as a stats. Is a alt is a successful warnings, as a errors informations, as a toast, and as a snack bar says to show, and model and the dialog box has to show as other states. And as a six is icons and avatars. As a commons icons is a home, search, user settings, notifications, and many more. As the show the commons icons is a arrow icons has to show as a back, forward, up, downs, left, right, and as a avatars has to show as a profiles, as a default image has to set, and as a avatar individuals as initial as to show this the page as a profile image, and as a avatar size, and status indicators has to show. And seventh is a forms and the selections. As a forms is a text input as a default, and with the icons disable, error, success, and the selections controls like a checkbox as the radio buttons, as a toggle switch as to show as a on or off, as a drop downs, as a multi selections option, and data as a date pickers, time pickers has to show, as a sliders at the range sliders. And 8 is a data visualizations in the chart, as a pie chart, bar chart, line chart, and the progress bars has to show, at the circulars progress, and the state KPIs card has to show. And ninth is a models and overlay, as alter dialogues, and confirmation dialog box, and the bottom sheets, and pop-up menus, and the tool tips, as a snake bars as to show. 10th is a list and the tables, and the list has to show as a simple list, and as a list with the icons, a list with avatars, as a list with check bars, and a list with the actions, and as a user list has to show, and the product list, and as a basic tables, and the tables with the actions has to show, and the as a page is move, and the next and next sliders, and as a 11th is e-commerce components, e-commerce component as a product cards, as a product cards has to show, as a price and the discount ratings, as a budget, uh, sorry, as a bags, and the card summaries has to show, and wish list, and as a quantities selections, add to card, and after as the progress bars has to show, and the typicals as seminars menus in the bottom navigations, and the payment options methods has to show, and as a privacy, and 12th is users profiles and the account, as a profile card is so, as account settings, as a profile inform, as the avatars and the covers, and as a change the password notification settings, as a save the addresses, as the account settings also has to show. 13 is the communications, as a chat bubbles, as a message vitrials, and as a comments notifications, as a email components, inbox previews, and box indicators, as the status chips, and as a 14th is the media's component, as a image and the galleries, image upload, and videos players, as a audios players, image controllers, and the videos thumbline list, and audios playlist, media's controllers, and as a 15 is the calendars and the schedule, as a calendars and the time pickers, and event list, as a appointment of the card, as a date pickers, as a schedule timelines, and as a repeat options, as the reminders and the status text, and 16 is a map and the locations, as a map previews, as a search locations, as a location of the cards, location informs, and the directions of the cards, as the map matrix, and the locations filters, as nearby the place and the location tabs, and 17 is a payment and the financial, as a wallet balance card, and after as a payment card expands overviews, and as a transaction list, as a budget progress, and invoice card, as a payment methods, as a quick shortcuts, and 18 says onboardings and the authentications, as onboarding screens, as the authentications forms, and password reset, and successful payments, and as fingerprint locks, and also has to show, and progress steppers, as a step by step, as a follow the methods. Thank you guys to watch the videos. Please subscribe the channel, on the notification and bell icon.